Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Soo, your 2022 Oakland mayoral candidate. Well, I don't know if you watched it last night or not, but there was the debates by the Oakland mayoral candidates that were allowed in, and they answered questions at Laney College. And so anyway, I was not one of those that made the ballot, but I am still a write-in candidate. And so what I want to let you folks know, if you did watch that and you're not satisfied with any of the candidates that spoke last night at the Fox 2 mayoral debate, write me in. Write in the candidate that you think might best serve you. Because last night I watched that debate online, and again, here we are. We have a whole bunch of candidates that spoke last night but didn't say a thing. They kind of spoke about some projects and some programs that they might be able to implement, or that they're still working on implementing. And then we have Sheng Tao, who touts herself as a EIFD, Enhanced Infrastructure Financing District know-it-all, and that she's going to be using this as her saving grace for the city of Oakland. But now here's where I call into question, is that if she was so good at that, why hasn't she done anything with the Oakland A's and the Howard Terminal project so that it can move forward? Instead, she's done absolutely nothing other than flap her lips about this. And then we have Lauren Taylor, who most people already know was simply a puppet of Mayor Libby Shaft. And then we have Trevor Reed, who is another city council member running for the city of Oakland. And I live in her district, and she's literally done nothing for District 7, just pretty much like her dad didn't do much for District 7 also. So we have a lot of issues. Then we have Ignacio de la Fuente. A lot of you folks remember that name. I'm not going to bring up the past on that, other than saying that he definitely does not have my vote, and it's not from his past, but it's from what he talks about currently, because he talks about a policing system that is antiquated and actually found illegal, because he was in power when the riders were part of the City of Oakland Police Department issue that created the federal oversight. So Ignacio is part of that, and so just that alone, I can't support him, because he's talked about antiquated policies that we can no longer use. So that removes all 4 city council members, past and present. And so now we have several new people, which the press calls outsiders. Then that would be Seneca Scott, Alyssa Victory, Peter Liu, and who else is, Greg Hodge. And so those are the candidates that are considered outsiders. And so they were there talking last night, and really I was not inspired to vote for any of the candidates. And so here once again, Oakland is faced with some options, but none of the options appear to have solutions for what's going on. And so this election coming up in November is real important to the city's future, and I bring a lot of solutions. I spoke about my solutions previously. I speak about my solutions going back to 2017, and pretty much they've remained unchanged. There have been some updating and some improvements, and also some exact locations where these tiny homes and projects can actually be. And so tomorrow night, I'm actually still on the speaking circuit for becoming Oakland Mayor, and this one is by Associated Real Property Brokers. And so it's going to be from 6:30 or from 6 o'clock to 7:30, I believe it is. And then you would have to register to be included on that Zoom meeting, and they would send you a link. And so anyway, the registration, I'm going to try and post on my Instagram, because that's where it originates, and so I'm trying to get it transferred from my Instagram account to everything else so that you can see it. But in the event, I'm going to type it in below, and it's bit.ly/ARPB, like Baker, Mayor Series. And so that's where you go to register. But I'll put that link in the comments here for you so that you can register. And it'll be a live event tomorrow night, and I have no idea what the questions are going to be, but I am still in the race, and I just finished answering a bunch of questions for another organization which really supports all the mayors and is allowing all of us to have a forum to talk about the issues and solutions. And then I have a lot of support still, a lot of disappointed folks here right in my community that what happened to me with the city clerk's office. And believe me, this is not over yet. Not only am I still a write-in candidate, we're still pushing for myself and the other candidates who were excluded to become part of the October or the November ballot. We have until the middle of September, and middle of September everything goes to print so that everything can be printed out and be mailed out in the following month, which would be October, 30 days prior to the election. And that allows you folks to read about each of the candidates in that mail out, and also your ballot will be mailed out to you so that you can vote either for one of those on the ballot, or you can write my name in or write in any of the other candidates like Monisha M.J. Carter, Albert Owens, and myself. So all of you have that option, and our voices are still appearing throughout the social media, as I am right now. But if you don't like any of what you're hearing from the current group of folks that you can vote for, please consider one of us who are write-in candidates. Myself, Monisha M.J. Carter, and Albert Owens. We are the write-in candidates, but we still bring a lot to the table, and so we hope that if you don't see somebody that you like, please include us. Like I said, any one of us, even those of us that are not included on the ballot, can be elected still if enough people write our names in position number 1, position number 2, and position number 3. We have enough of those votes that can send a real message of Oakland voter revolt, and saying, no, we don't agree with the system, the way that it was done and processed, the improprieties that were done across the board, and then the sudden changes in the 11th hour, their 11th hour, not our 11th hour, but their 11th hour, changing the deadline date from Wednesday, August 17th, and rolling it back to Friday, August 12th. And when they clearly told all of the candidates, and it's never been denied by the office, that they actually, in fact, did promote Wednesday, August 17th. And so we have been in talks with some legal counsel here, and we are still pushing the fact and that all the 501 folks that filed their 501 to become Oakland mayor are included on that ballot. And so we're still having some difficulty with the city attorney's office, and we've also been told that it's that we may need to do a quick filing here with the Superior Court of Alameda County about the voting irregularities that have been going on and that are still present and being done to candidates. And so stay tuned. This is going to get interesting. We could still end up on the ballot. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.